NERDSoul.
Knew all about the things about these characters and the storylines about the moves that everyone hated. You know, I used to watch Team Spooky on when they had.
Shut up! Shut the front door. What?
So,
You're getting plays right now. I know it's gonna go on.
No.
Tell Vic. I gotta tell Vic. I know that.
I got to say hi to him. Twitch had a little partner thing a couple weeks ago, and I got to say, hey, thank you, for introducing me to the community and letting me watch all these matches. So I realized how passionate everyone is, from the players to the creators to the soundtrack designers, and I always love being a part of passionate projects with passionate people, and I'm grateful to be a part of this.
Can I tell you something right now?
What?
You look like a Kai Kisuke. I'm just gonna tell you. You look like a Kai Kisuke. Riding the lightning, if you will. I can see you doing it.
There you go.
Let's skip over because I know you have to bounce pretty soon.
I only get to stay for a couple minutes, but I'm super honored to be here. My name is Nicole Tompkins. I voice Jacko in Guilty Gear Strive. And yes, the most pressing question, I'm going to answer it and then peace. In the privacy of my own home, I did indeed try the pose.
Wait, I love the word succeed.
She said try.
Can we see it?
I appreciate
No, you may not see it. And also, I was all right, flexibility.
We want to see it. We want to see it.
Absolutely not. You can scroll through Twitter and see so many other talented people doing
You
much
gotta
better
beat him
version.
in a best of 5.
Yeah.
Well, I feel confident about that.
Okay,
On that note, she's out.
Just drop the mic after that. I mean, how can I
follow that. You cannot
So anyway.
follow that. I'm sorry. That's still good.
It's been, such a pleasure to get to be part of this franchise.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful to our amazing PCB team and all of the fans and all of the people that love or simp Jacko. It's an honor, and it's been so much fun to watch the internet go wild and be stoked. So
Thank you so much.
appreciate you all so much.
No problem. As a speaker of the community, I can tell you right now, you have so many fans out there like you don't believe. I can tell you as a moderator in some sorts that you're well welcome here in the community.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'm definitely coming over there to see you.
Yeah, come over and see me. I'm on the floor. Bye, guys.
That's it? You're leaving? Was it something I said?
Richard.
I didn't even introduce myself.
You're the new Jacko.
Should I feel bad?
Deodorant, Richard. Deodorant.
We're holding auditions for the new Jacko.
You guys had to audition?
Wow.
I'm Richard Aram, and I've been trying to get these guys to adopt me for many years now, but it hasn't worked so far. But anyway,
This is the year. This is the
year.
We're adopting everyone.
I need to do at least one Jacko pose for that.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm Richard Epcar, and I play Gabriel in this wonderful game. Yes.
Do people want you?
Yes.
Just say.
On top of 600 other characters that I play in other franchises, but this is a very special game. And I just have a question for the creators. How do gears feel guilty?
Well, Steve, do you want me to fill this one?
You should go ahead and fill this.
Okay, so
Show me, Ro.
the title Guilty Gear refers to Soul Bad Guy because of his guilt over the things that he had in the Gear project, which he developed with that man and Arya during his time as a scientist named Frederick. And so he feels guilty over the things that he caused and the events that caused all of the things to happen in the world of Guilty Gear. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm hosting the panel. I also play Axel in the
So you take this mic.
Yeah.
I directed the game and I couldn't even have told you that.
Do you know how the gears stop feeling guilty though?
Is
You
this?
drink?
I have an answer.
Yes, hit me.
Cognitive dissonance.
Oh, okay. All right.
Good night, everybody.
That's how I first of all right there.
Now I'm really not holding it.
That's pretty good, I have to say.
I told you.
That's pretty good.
I heard it jump in the couch.
I hear
Oh, it's a little too early in the morning for this.
brewing here.
No.
Right?
Well, if he wants to smoke, he'll get the smoke. But
It's Sunday. It's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Really early.
Come on now.
I got Monopoly money with my name on it.
whoa! Listen, Steve, I had 8 o'clock pools at Evo in 2018. This is nothing.
Not a lot of people can do that. I'm gonna tell you that right
If
now.
you can survive an 8 a.m. pool, you can do anything.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
I made it out of pools that year too. So.
I gotta ride the lightning, and you're looking like a pretty good snowboard right now.
Whoa! Okay. All right.
Okay, so as the voice with no testosterone up here, I'm gonna break this up a little bit and get back to the interviews.
Okay, we're coming back. Okay.
So Alex,
Yes.
tell me this.
Yes.
You were a big fan of Guilty Gear.
Yes, that's correct.
And you've been playing the game for a very long time.
Yes.
So tell me about what happened a little earlier this year.
So the game was delayed, and I knew that you guys had done the previous dubs, and so I'd worked with you before, and so I reached out and I was like, hey, if you guys are doing this game, I would love to audition. And you sent me 2 auditions. I read for Axel and I read for Happy Chaos, and I booked Axel, and I cried.
That was honestly one of the best phone calls I've ever made because I knew how much it meant to you.
Yeah.
And I called and I said, okay, I got good news. And you're like, well, okay. I was like, you just booked Axel.
Yeah.
And it was silent.
Yeah.
I was like, Alex?
Yeah.
Honey, are you okay?
It was crazy. I mean, this is a series I've been playing for a very, very, very long time, and this was like a goal for me to get into this franchise. I mean, even just being in a fighting game was cool. Like I just want to be in a fighting game just because I love them and I love playing them.
You know, Alex, I remember we had like a DM exchange after it was announced, and legit just like 30 minutes of oh my god.
This man came into my DMs. He was like, "What?" I mean, it's funny because you type the way you talk, so I was like, so I heard it. Yeah, so I heard it in his voice when he was talking to me. He was like, "Yo!" He's like, "What?" It was crazy.
And what's interesting also is that you see that like the success of this and other fighting games have just in the past few years with competitive gaming has just gone through the roof, right? And what's interesting is that, so Richard, you are also
In Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yes, yes I am.
Legendary moment.
As Raiden and the Joker, actually.
Oh, thank you. So epic.
And so when that took off, the same kind of thing, because I think like with us on Guilty Gear, I think it was a little bit, a bit of a surprise of how fast it escalated. But you know, a lot of us grew up with Mortal Kombat, and it's been like, since the 90s, it's been like this iconic franchise. So how long have you been in the franchise for a while?
Over 12 years now.
Wow.
I've been doing Raiden and the Joker for 12 years.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what was that process like? How did you get started into the franchise? Did you start as Joker or did you start as Raiden?
That was kind of a fun. You talk about fun auditions. I was called in to audition for that show, and I call everything a show, pardon me. But I went in and they basically said, the first thing I did was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. So they said, we want you to audition for all the Mortal Kombat characters, and then they wanted me to audition for all the DC Universe characters. So it was like a kid in a candy show.
How many was that total?
It was a lot. So I was, and they had Warner Brothers on the horn, and they had DC Comics on the horn, and they had NetherRealm Studios on the horn, and I did all these different characters. And as I'm leaving, the casting director said to me, they like you for everything. What do you like? What character you like?
Wow,
I said,
that's an unusual opportunity.
if I get to choose, I said I'd love to do the Joker and Raiden. Those are my 2 favorites, and they never ask the actor who they want to choose. The actor never gets a choice in any of this stuff, but
They're the talent.
And I don't know that my saying that had anything to do with their decision, but literally like a couple of days later, they called me and said, you booked both those parts, and then I've been playing those characters ever since.
It's amazing.
And
I don't think I've ever had someone go, which ones do you
Yeah.
want?
That's what I'm saying.
It's the toddler method. It's you get what you get, you don't get upset.
Give me.
Right.
You should have waited to see what the others picked and then said, no, I want that one.
Flex a little bit. I want what they want. That's all.
I really felt an affinity towards those characters when I was auditioning, so it was interesting, how that worked out.
The Joker. I mean, he is so iconic.
Even Raiden, and Raiden too. Raiden didn't have talking parts for a long
Yes,
time.
he does go on, doesn't he?
As somebody who's played it, I literally played Mortal Kombat 1 in the arcade with my father.
Yeah.
You do not have a talking voice up until you, if I'm not mistaken. That's quite a monumentous thing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like hearing you speak, I'm like, man, I can it's the cinematics are playing in my head. I'm like, yep, I remember this is crazy to me. So once again, you guys have all everybody here, which is oddly enough, and I'm gonna say this a billion times for the rest of my life. I just recently met the Arabs. I just recently met them. And already I've known you since I was
The application process for adoption starts next year.
See, you know, right?
We're gonna have a lot of dependents to deduct. I like this.
Well, they're the best. They've
IRS
been doing
give
this
you
forever. They're the best.
150 dependents. Yep.
I mean, and this,
Not a typo.
This really is a family, and that's what I
Yes.
love about just even what we're doing in general with this entire show throughout this weekend.
For sure.
And what the honor that we have to be part of LA Comic-Con and now launching AVOX is this. What we're about to do is exactly what we want the community out here to see this
Yeah.
because and what's interesting is even getting Vicious and Tasty Steve up here, you're seeing this I don't know, this clash of like
This overlap.
yeah, this
It's a great
overlap of
overlap.
like gaming and competitive gaming and animation and anime all together. And so that's why I want to ask you guys, because like you guys are starting to see not only a huge uptick in the esports community as competitive gamers, as commentators, and now getting involved in like sort of voiceover side of things. Like, what do you guys think about everything that's going on from your perspective?
I'll let Jeremy go ahead. Let's talk to him.
It's so surreal seeing how many of these actors and voice actors come in and say, oh, we've been playing some of these games just as long as you have, and seeing them finally coming into this space. It's such a wild feeling to connect on that kind of level too. It's like, yo, you've been doing amazing work. We've been following you guys as well. It's like you guys stream, you guys are very popular, you guys are doing so many different characters outside of gaming. It's like, yo, you guys actually have this kind of bond, at the same kind of bond that we have with some of our teammates, some of our players, and some of our friends too. It's just so wild to see this kind of connection bring everybody together. It's such a surreal feeling overall. It's just like, man, I would love to throw down with a lot of these cats that play the games. It's always fun to meet new rivals.
I'll always run the set.
That's what I'm saying.
always run the set.
When we were
I'll always run the set.
we were talking about it before this even happened. We're like, yo, man, you are the voice of Axel. We definitely have to play it.
There's something funny. When I was playing at Anime NYC, one of the people I was playing didn't believe that I was Axel. I was like, I voice Axel in the game. He's like, no, you don't. I was like, yes, I really do. I really
Honest, I
do.
earned it.
Yeah.
And to that point, not only was he a guest at the con,
I won that tournament.
Right? Wow.
the tournament.
What character did you play when you won?
Do I have to? I don't play Axel. That's not. I don't play the character.
Traitor.
So he plays Axel, but he doesn't play.
Traitor.
And I know. Well,
Wait till you hear the character.
oh yeah. Well, here's the. Steve knows. Steve knows about how I play.
Look, this character that Alex chooses to play, I just want you to
See, that's what they don't believe you. You say, I play Axel. They said, no, you don't. And then you pick
Then you pick. Yeah. You're right.
already just throwing.
Steve does not like playing me.
No. Somebody who plays these games a lot, and just to like circle back around to the question of Keith, like I've been playing this game for so long, and now even getting as close to meeting Daisuke, even behind the sound, and even stateside, like that's a crazy thing. Someone who goes to these tournaments to compete, finally be on the stage with people who voice those characters, and to show you guys like how much we actually like. No exaggeration. This goes to you guys as well. There's no exaggeration on how much personally I appreciate it. One of the reasons I have a lot of love for Alex is because I know how much he cares about the characters. You guys putting him on that gives me a lot of faith in what you guys do outside of the unknown of what you guys have already done. So I'm a huge fan, and I can tell you from the community side of things, I would love to see this kind of more.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of this, and I'm happy to be a part of this. So let's get started.
Well, Rick, so let's do that. So
Okay.
I mean, I was already kind of sensing a little bit of throwdown.
A little bit.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
some camaraderie. I'm not here to destroy hopes and dreams. Can we just talk this out?
I want to see.
I think money has been thrown.
He just threw $1 down.
Monopoly money. That's monopoly
It's not real money. That's
I've been told by
I'll buy an autograph from you
This is
later.
What is
not
it?
legal by the state of California, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this right now.
He's the
But
intermediary.
the monopoly money, we will allow to go ahead and do this. But I want to see a throwdown.
Yeah.
And I
This man
want,
wants
Let the games begin.
yeah.
Can I get some help? I have a special controller I like to use.
That's how you know it's
Thank you.
Wait. What the Mad Cats?
My man has himself the obsidian with modded sticks and buttons.
I can't watch the bloodshed, so I'm gonna.
He's giving us just You got yourself an obsidian.
Look at this.
But he has a pop-up stick.
This is pretty tricked out.
Oh, dude.
We gotta.
Wait, do we need to
Okay.
let him?
He's got his joystick.
Hold on. Yo, this is actually sick. I was not prepared for this. But I'm definitely going to talk about it.
He's got the
May the best man win.
This guy plays.
Shout out. What's your wife's name?
He's gonna come in and take the best.
Yeah, okay. All right. Is this the Akuma? He's going to come in and be the ST Akuma. Whoever wins, he's going to come in and fight
He
him.
has the raging demon as well.
Kuma.
His wife, Kai Bear 3, did all the artwork on this
looks ridiculous.
That's tight. That's That's tight.
This actually looks amazing.
That's actually OD. That's OD.
This is like custom art. We don't get to see this much often, but now like the community has become super creative. Your wife did an amazing job with this, bro. And you can tell they're all like cut out differently too.
Hey, the best man.
They're all stickers? Is it on there?
Thank you, Richard.
Let me ask you this.
That's yours. Let me open
Do you want to play the winner?
for you.
Okay, it's done. He's gonna play the winner.
Nice seeing you guys. I'm gonna take off, but maybe the best man win.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you guys.
This is it.
Take care.
Catch up with you later.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna
Keep
step
it
out
out.
too, but Tasty Steve and Vicious, are you guys commentating?
You got it.
And you guys are gonna take this. Oh, this is fun.
All right, guys.
All right, we got this.
All right, we're gonna have him play winner.
So,
You guys have a great
I'm
time.
professional at this, but I just need a refresher. This is
okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right, take care, guys.
We'll get you into button setup. Okay. Don't worry.
All right.
This is where it all goes down. I want to see what the button layout is first and foremost, because that says a lot about a player.
Really?
It definitely does.
I use Type D. Me and GC Yoshi are like the only people that use Type D.
That's really strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I play old school arcade style, so I don't have a space where I actually supposed to hit a button.
Do you actually have a button for dash? Because I feel like you're the only stubborn person that has not applied that tactic yet.
Only now have I started like adapting using the dash button, but I'm an old man. All right, don't let my youthful physique fool you.
Oh, we gotta sign in. Are you on? Oh, you're on PC mode. That's why.
Oh,
You guys can see over to redo this.
come on.
Is he plugging?
He's at the back. He's in the back.
Here we go.
He's in.
Okay, so do Ripple one. And then
There we
there
go.
we go. All right.
All right, here we go.
Can we say that's already one of the best features about the game? Being able to switch the sides that you're.
Wait. Is my character?
No, I'm not playing.
Oh, wait.
That would have been okay. If you use his own character against him.
If I use Kai,
You could.
implying that I know how to play Kai.
Wait, what are we playing?
That difficult.
You want to do first of 5?
I think the first.
First to 5? Oh, no. Oh, you're going to give me the business of attempting? Would you?
Okay, tell them about my attempting.
All right, so is this, sorry, hold on. Is it X, square, triangle? Is it in that same
So
order?
the way it's typically done is punch, kick, slash, heavy slash, dust. That's the default.
Okay.
But right now, if you wanted, the way I play it is punch, kick, slash, heavy slash.
I'll just deal with it the way it is currently.
So punch is gonna be
Okay. So punch, kick, heavy.
the way I would do it is like this. Punch, and then kick,
Okay.
and then slash.
So while they're getting set up here,
Oh, sure.
don't worry about the seat.
There you go. And then
Alex likes to use this big rapper character. He likes to use the big boy.
Oh, no.
He likes to toss you on his back, give you a little, he'll take you to hell.
I'll pick him up and put him down.
A couple of times, at least 3 times, and then they're pretty much
It
dead.
only takes 2 times, okay?
Okay.
It only takes 2 times.
So is this the one I played for the red lightning?
No, that is red lightning is H or S. H. So it's after
After back forward.
Yeah.
Don't let him grab you.
I know.
Don't let him.
So depending on your
I play against Bowser's and Donkey Kongs and Smash Brothers. I know the
And it's
name.
about the same. Oh yeah.
if you can space them out with your projectiles, I think it'll be just
You
fine.
gotta let the intro drop. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait. We forgot a very important thing.
What? Oh, I thought you were gonna like
No.
grab me and be like,
That would have been funny.
That would have been evil though.
you see, he sees. It's true.
That makes sure that you have your.
My hype man is better than your hype man. Everyone knows that. Oh no, I gotta do that.
Yeah. Here's
I don't know, Potential actually he talks some games ago, so we gotta keep that in mind.
Armin, who does the tempting, does a really good job.
Armin's been
Armin's awesome.
All right, so we're leaving this alone.
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, so let them give them the story. I feel like the Eagle is actually a deal.
Yeah.
He's the one who
I agree. He always finds the right location for the right battle.
It's weird too, because I'm used to seeing the Thomas the Tank Engine mod on mine that I have.
and I'm telling you right now, it's probably the Eagle that's saying this.
I remember
That's the
this is
Eagle
Shadow
saying
Moses.
Yeah. Where's Snake? Oh, Snake's over there.
Oh, I am heaven, you are hell.
Let's rock.
Let's rock, baby. Stay jump away to learn this.
Wow. With full strength.
Come
I don't know how to say it. Let's go.
Hey, my man did it.
Here we go. Let's start this off.
Okay, no!
And yeah, there you go. Get out of there. Nice jump.
No!
Going in with a mega fist. Oh, he gets closer. Here he is. That's Naruto. Oh, and you're dead.
Like I said, don't get it.
Alright, so what do I do to
I said, don't get
It's a
grumpy.
warm-up. It's a warm-up. Listen. I believe putting new players. Hey, look, there's you. No,
He's right there.
No, that's you now. That's just you now.
I wish. I don't have the vocal voice for that.
It's only a warm-up.
It's only a warm-up.
Pretty much, it's only a warm-up.
Oh, shoot.
So in this match, what buttons are we looking at to keep protecting the weight?
So the thing is, you want to get a little more slash. A little more slash.
That's the back half.
That way you can keep them out. That was a nice little idea here. Early burst over here. So it's still you're in trouble.
Oh, shoot.
You're in trouble.
Oh, my God.
Get out of here. Oh, he's looking for the jump. You're still alive.
Did he just send me into the ether?
Yeah, he just into the phone.
I want to go back to the first match. I was doing better back then.
You see the search party? They're looking for your body, right?
I'm not even getting to do anything.
He's looking to incinerate the body. There's gonna be no evidence left. Oh, blockbuster again. Give me that RC.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he's breaking every wall here. Further into the snow.
Dude, that's a shadow.
You made it into the base.
No, you got a trophy. You got a trophy. Let's go.
Overflowing the stage. That's what's happening. It's right over the stage. That's what's happening right now. So look, you have to do not. Look, I repeat this.
Okay.
Anybody
Okay.
ever wants to fight this guy, don't get grabbed.
Don't get grabbed.
That's the number one objective.
That's the number one
Wait,
objective.
my offense has got to be better than my defense, man. I can't just be holding back the whole time.
In this instance, your defense is what's going to save your life.
I want to see how fast you control around the screen. I haven't seen you jumps or air dashes, but you gotta go to it.
Take a move. See, you move. He knows.
All right.
No, he's already in.
All right, well, I'm the stick, and he's moving me in positions that hurt my body.
All right, be careful here.
That's not like the opposite of a chiropractor right now. He's breaking your body instead of helping you fix it. Oh no.
How many monopoly colors did you have?
We never stepped on it.
That's true.
We didn't.
He's actually right about that. He didn't ever shake. Yeah.
That means
All right, there's no time for sight. You didn't perfect me, though.
that's all that matters. No perfect over here. I thought you go stand off the ground. You don't want the big man to get his hands on you, okay? This is a bodyguard. You don't want to make mad. Stay away from him.
You're showing my knee. Make your way. You pass the rule. Against this club.
Okay, you should be really careful here. You are doing great.
This is the longest I've survived.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Yo, why are you talking? I'm trying to focus on the game.
Don't speak on the survival. That's what they
But this is backseating. Please.
Oh, no.
I was doing fine. Look, what are you doing here?
I'm your god. You just achieved godliness. I understand that.
Not fair. He's really, look at his hand. Look at his hand. That is the first.
I have not said anything.
See, you know
You know
what?
what? Let's switch.
Let's switch roles.
No. Like, I'll play as you play as me. Let's see if maybe you got mods on this
On the stick, it's modded. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna play as your character.
Sorry, Switch. Reset.
All right.
Alright, gotta change.
Alright, here we go. You got another chance here. Like I said.
No offense to your wife. The art is great.
You gotta make sure that the mods are, that the picks are fair.
They got us off.
Wait, what's this button that says auto turbo?
Listen, I don't know about that.
We had the turbo on the whole time?
How do you think I'm mashing so hard?
Alright, here we go.
Oh, that's spoilers for the next Guilty Gear. It's Guilty Gear Turbo.
Auto 360.
Sorry, cut that out of post.
Yeah.
Single button 360.
Oh man, we got a square gate? Never mind.
No! Let's go!
That's the biggest secret. We had a circle gate the whole time.
Oh, dude.
Do you hear the difference? I feel like
He's waiting for me to move.
Sean, that's so much fun.
Okay, but there's very
Part of the round.
That's
Still the same result.
My life went beyond my name.
We revealed the name.
The name came out.
That's the new documentary, Beyond the Name.
Oh god, this music is so hard right now. Okay. Knock down here.
Alright, push a button.
Oh, no, not the gorilla.
Okay.
Another blockbuster. Oh,
Go, man.
there. Do not do that.
Oh, you still got verse. You still have verse.
Oh, what is the verse? Okay, that kind of counts.
You waiting for the one?
Oh.
Got me there, you like me.
The anti-air was on point 100%. I got here to finish it off just in case.
So also you have to remember that meter down there is really, if he gets a hit a lot of the times, he's going to use that meter, stop the combo, and just reset.
3-0, right?
Shoot that.
Autographs down low.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, she's signing autographs over there. This is for you.
That table's all the way down, man.
It's actually a little better. You want to summon the minions and just choke.
What do I do with some of the minions?
What you do is you have to do. I gotta make. Let me see your buttons. Okay. Let me see your buttons.
Okay.
This is a test.
How does it feel having two of these gentlemen conspire against?
Alright, I'm controlling him through my mind. Go.
I just want to.
Just play it. Just play it. Just play it. Just play it.
I don't play Axel, it's fine.
Just play it. You play Axel? Yes. Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. Yes. Cool. Yes. Yeah, he's really good at picking up my telepathic instructions.
You're doing so good. I can't believe it, Sean. You're using your mind to play. That's really good. Your brain now.
Baby, brains over broad. Look at the big top. Look at this. Oh, punish. Make this slide. Make them do the pose against his will.
Oh God.
You got this. You got this.
Your voice is crazy. I gotta tell you right now.
There you go.
Yo, still on a Jacko?
Right now, it's a little sus. Maybe I'll make sure.
Arm on that button and you throw it. You throw the minion. Now you're gonna play it. You're playing the whole house right now. But this character is actually really cool. Exactly. This is a street character up on the stage actually. And like the character itself is still like a cool character. One of the Lord, but he has like a brand new personality. And the character itself is slow. King is like that. You can get him across the street. Go, oh shit.
Yeah, with the grab.
Even though Alex is all this slow, he's dead going.
Oh, I thought that was my counter.
You have another
I
person.
have to actually think about this one.
Amazing job. And you got another trophy.
You're a good.
We're just getting all these trophies.
I'm a completionist, man. I would rather help me
You
get
gotta get all the trophies.
I think that was like one every round. One every game that you
So
had.
tell me, you said you learned about this game from like, going following the memes. You're definitely a fan of the community.
Yeah.
What game was it really that you started looking at?
I think it was Zerd because of the infamous, like the cutscenes that would happen and the I'm-calling and stuff like that. But it was when I really realized there's not a lot of fighting games tend to have like segmented storylines where it's like it's unique for each individual entry. But realizing that Guilty Gear had like a continuous storyline. Like there's developments. Like if you start with Pride, there's gonna be developments on Pride where you're like, oh, does he always have this power? No. It's brand new to this game, but it was foreshadowed like 2 games ago.
There's a lot of lore that comes from the background of these characters. Like we were talking about this backstage, how I's weapon actually changed because of the lore.
Right?
All right, I gotta throw Alex off this. Alex,
Yeah.
what's your favorite character in the lore outside of Axel?
Who's my favorite character in the war? Zephyr.
That was not your favorite because that was my favorite.
What? Outside of in the war, outside of Axel.
Is that real?
I wanted to voice Zephyr so bad for so many years.
I would definitely pick like
Zappa's awesome. That's why I'm glad we're not playing Plus Arts. I hate that matchup.
Why did you think that matches?
Zappa? Yeah, it's cool. I think he's like goofy and funny, but like he also has like those really cool moments of where he's like possessed by the ghost.
Yeah.
Just like me. I think he's really fun.
So, how long have you been voice acting in your mind?
Next year will be 10 years that I've been doing it professionally.
Oh my
I moved
God.
down to California in June of 2012.
I love the struggle right now.
Right?
This is real sweating that you're seeing in this video there right now.
It's so much work on this stage because of the tension.
Frozen!
Into the super. Oh my God. You're still alive. Yo, get my taser right now. You're really close to taking her out, even though your back is to the wall. Oh, get the
Nice,
picture.
nice.
Yo, Jacko, I'm actually going to work right now. Gotta be careful with the jokes.
Oh!
That was pretty close. That was pretty
Darn
close.
it!
That's better. That's better.
That was definitely better. Now, Alex, you've been voice acting for quite some time. I've seen. What were some of the things that you've done to like keep you in practice and even still just be able to have like this versatility on voice acting?
It helps to know. I mean, I like to say I sort of cheated a little bit with this game because like I know the characters so well. And so it's like, let's go crazy. What do you say?
Yeah, some characters this week you get with.
Yeah, Yeah, and so it was cool just to be like, I know this game, I know this franchise like the back of my hand, like I can drop in and talk to you about the 2006 audio drama CD.
The Gold Lewis Dickinson.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Actually, Stephen Barr, who did Gold Lewis Dickinson, is like really good.
Yeah.
His performance in this is awesome. And his theme song, bro, this song.
Alright, I gotta bring the Dolphins to Tiltify.
Listen, I've watched Crocs play a few times. I can do this.
But no, that's the thing about Guilty Gear as a whole. Not only is it like a rich fighting game,
But it's lore.
it's lore. The lore.
Yeah.
And the person who created the lore has so much. You talked about the drama CD, you being a big fan of it. Like, it all goes into it. Even the soundtrack itself is tied into every one of the characters in the business. So it's really an expensive project.
Oh shit! There goes my lead. There goes my lead.
And it's cool that like everything looks aesthetically and the story, how deep it is, how rich it is.
Yeah.
I think, also with the gameplay itself, it's so easy to pick up, right? You're already going through like a plethora of characters, but still overall, it's so easy for beginners to pick up by myself.
Oh, the Clash. Okay.
Getting into the series overall, it makes it so much easier that it looks amazing, it sounds amazing,
Yeah.
it also feels amazing to play.
I love the way that this game plays, and even though it is different from previous entries, I really like a lot of the changes.
Yeah.
They're really cool and they're really fun. Oh, nice. Man, H-up H is real.
Right?
So is your movie.
You're good.
So what are some of the other projects? Like, now that you've done, you've got time on your belt, like any other fighting game character that you would love to bless with your voice?
Oh man. Oh, that's a good question because I'm trying to think of like characters. I'm a big fan of crossover characters.
Okay.
I really love characters that come in from other franchises. So I'm trying to think of one that hasn't been voiced previously. Like I grew up on stuff like Tales of Symphonia, like the Blowing Thing. I've had people wish that like Rean Schwarzer would show up in like Smash Brothers and stuff like that. Oh, who would be a good show? I'm gonna have to think on that. You gotta stall for time.
Alice,
Yeah.
what about you? You got your feet in this voice acting, getting in the fighting side. You play fighting games. From your aspect, what character calls to you that you would also like to voice act in a different fighting game?
In a different fighting game, I would. Oh man, how deep of a cut do you want me to make here, Steve?
Come on, get to the core.
Okay, I mean, I would love to voice. Who's the bear with the coat?
Kuma.
Oh no, in Ultra Fight Counted 2.
Oh my god, that is a deep cut. What is his name? Oh, I can't think of it right now.
I played blues in Ultra Fight Counted 2, but there's the crocodile with the revolver, and there's the bear. Anybody in that game?
You have like quite like a library of voices that you go through. And I've seen like you go on Twitch and you have like where you do the constant role play. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? Because I've been talking to a lot of people about how you have the nights when you do like the GTA.
Oh yeah, the GTA roleplay stuff. That stuff's fun. Yeah, I mean it's just you have like you come up with the character and you just sort of flesh it out and you start with something, and I mean, probably else because once you get a character, you sort of have where their mindset is, where what they like, what they don't like, and you start to figure it out, and the voice kind of follows from that.
Yeah.
And so that sort of is really a nice like way to think about it.
Have they ever made a fighting game out of Higurashi?
No, I don't.
I feel like you could make a really good story out of a game like that.
For sure. Yeah, but no, I changed my answer. NECOAR. I want to be NECOAR.
Yeah.
Like I just stopped down and just switched to that door.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You alright?
Shadows to
No. Oh, are you kicking us off?
What?
Are you kicking us off?
I'm not kicking you off.
Okay, my official answer. I want there to be an Azumanga Daioh fighting game.
Yeah!
That's what I'm talking about.
Hello!